Doesn't count.
Welcome to the Second Take podcast.
FTs,
Ian Costa and
FTs.
Akil Ramahan today. With us, the first guest.
Akil Ramahan, what is
First
he
official
doing
guest.
here?
First official guest of the podcast that we've had. Hello. How's it going? Hello. Are we connecting? Akil Ramahan. Earth to Akil.
Hello.
Or, sorry, Earth to Akil. Sorry.
Yeah.
How are you today?
I'm doing
Are we?
good. How are you?
I'm good. Kieran, how are you?
Fine. Why is Akil on the podcast?
Akil, tell us about your sport.
Extensive knowledge of the National Basketball Association.
You do. You're a big Chicago
Bulls
guy,
fan.
right? Bulls.
Absolutely.
Do we see them in this
Cubs,
playoff
White
bracket?
Sox, all of them,
We
right?
do not.
Everybody.
Blackhawks.
Extensive basketball experience. I played NJB for 6
Did you
years.
now?
So
Oh, I didn't realize we were having a professional on the show.
Wow, hey.
Okay.
first athlete ever on the show.
All right, so that's pretty cool. So
Are you kidding me? Neither Leighton nor I had to try out for the tennis team, and I heard someone had to. Yikes, that's...
Well,
Let's jump right into this bracket.
So let's jump right in.
Okay, whatever you think.
NBA
Yeah, let's move on.
playoff bracket challenge. So Akil, we're going to be asking for your opinion first because you are.
No, Akil, first, can you explain to us how the plan works?
Oh yeah. So how is
Yeah,
the play-in? tournament
Absolutely. It'd be my pleasure.
You are fake news. Get off the show. So, Indiana beat Charlotte. So, Charlotte's eliminated.
working? Okay.
Boston is playing Washington right now. The winner of that game gets the 7 seed. The loser of that game plays Indiana. The winner of that game plays Philadelphia.
Okay. Interesting. Very confusing, but interesting.
So-
Okay.
Washington leads by 2 at the half against Boston. But that doesn't matter. Brooklyn beats the 7 seed. Boston doesn't have Jaylen Brown, and Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal can win a few games, but not 4.
True.
So just to get the confusing plan out of the way, put Brooklyn through the next round.
All right, so we're putting Brooklyn through. I think we're going to put 76ers through as well. I
In
don't see any
5.
teams on here that I like. Oh, in 5. Sure.
Brooklyn in 5. Philly in 4.
So like sweep. Cheeky sweep. The Knicks? Wait, what?
This
I've been out of the loop.
this might be the most interesting matchup of the playoffs. It's like in the East for
Listen,
sure.
while I would really love for the Knicks to win because it'd be really funny, I do think that the Hawks are going to go through.
Disagree.
Really?
The Hawks are. I guess both teams are unproven, but Tom Thibodeau at least has playoff experience.
That is true. The Hawks are known to be a bit of a playoff choker.
Yikes.
talking
And like Trae Young,
14.
no playoff experience. Julius Randle, I think's played in some, probably not
That's
actually.
true.
Doesn't matter.
Like a game or like a series.
But I think the Knicks are better coached, more cohesive team. They've been red hot of late. I think it's the Knicks.
That's a fair point. Akil, will allow you to be the tiebreaker.
It's not a tiebreaker. You agree with me.
No, but we're still asking for Mr. Rahman's opinion.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with a disagree on this one. I'd actually say strongly disagree. Honestly, I think the Knicks are historically a terrible team, one that are made fun of constantly by everyone. And in my personal opinion, I don't think a team with so much negative history could possibly ever win this specific matchup.
They're one of the most storied franchises in NBA
Okay,
history.
with that, I think we're going to go with the Knicks winning.
The Knicks will go down as are a top 5 team in NBA history. Top 5,
Oh yeah,
10,
definitely. I think
definitely.
it'd be close. Though. I would say.
I'd go 7.
games.
I'd go 7. I think this could be a fun series. Yeah.
Akil? Hello, Earth to Akil.
Sorry,
You're
what was
muted.
the
That's a
question?
vegetarian food. Right?
Oh my gosh! What do you mean? What was the question? How many games? New York versus the Hawks.
I'd say 7. I agree with Kieran.
7
I
as
think
well.
this is going to be a fun series.
A long and tough one. A long and hard one.
Some say.
Ruling, you could say.
No,
True.
he didn't get the joke.
No, he didn't. Okay, Milwaukee versus Miami.
As Max
two-time
Kellerman
MVP.
once said, I want Iguodala. My money's on the Heat, and that's not a joke.
Interesting.
That's not a joke.
Interesting, because when I think of that, I think of the extremely memed and overused clip of Max Kellerman making a laughable statement. Really.
That is an astute observation. I would agree. But let's think about this now without the lens of Iguodala on that team at all. The Heat were not great to start the season, but neither were the Lakers, and that makes sense because they played 7 months more than the teams that weren't in the bubble and a month more than everyone else that was, and they got like a 2-month turnaround, which is unfair to them. The Heat have played their best basketball in the last month. I think it's all coming together at the right time. When the Bucks showed up in the playoffs, never. The Heat will be undaunted by any playoff situation. We saw them get all the way to the finals last year. Eric Spoelstra is my favorite coach in the NBA. I want the Heat.
Akil?
I'm going with Leighton on this one. I think that's a bold claim to make, Kieran.
I wouldn't say
It's
it's too bold.
three matchup. It's a 2-win. It's like a 4-win difference.
It did happen last year, so it can't be too bold, right? But I mean, it's just Giannis, best, if not, or one of the best. Sorry, if not the best.
They have Jimmy and Bam on him,
I know.
who are two of the best defenders in the league. When has Giannis played well in the playoffs? He always has. When has Giannis' supporting cast ever played well in the playoffs?
Interesting point. But I think we do have the majority here, and
No.
go with the Bucks.
The Heat are playing their best basketball
I'd
in
say
7.
probably in 4, right?
Heat in 7.
I would say.
Sweep.
Heat
Right?
in 7.
We'll say Milwaukee in 7. We'll compromise.
Heat in 7.
Okay. Oh, we should probably move on to the West.
The Heat are 8-2. They're red hot. Oh no!
Okay.
Let's just finish the East. Let's
Okay,
do
Philly versus the Knicks.
Knicks run out of magic. Phillies do.
I'd say in like 5 or 6.
6. Nick, it's a second round series.
Sure. And Nets.
This is
Milwaukee.
maybe 4.
I'd say the Nets in 5.
Sure, we'll give them a game.
All right.
Brooklyn and
Giannis will turn up on time. One
Brock.
time for the one time.
Brooklyn.
And this one, Brooklyn, I'd say like in 6 as well.
Yeah, we'll say 6.
Okay,
All right, West playing game again. Warriors play.
Hold on.
Wait, what did you say? Sorry.
Akil, any grievances? Any grievances with the bracket we've made so far?
Absolutely not.
I have one.
No, I just see you
A
like
beautifully
edging to
bracket.
talk the whole time.
I think the Heat.
Unmuting your mic.
Well, unfortunately, I'm in the middle of enjoying a large bag of sweet Maui onion chips, and I didn't want to disturb the viewers by having lots of crunching noises. Therefore,
Oh no, don't worry about it. We're an ASMR friendly environment here.
I think the Heat are going to beat the Bucks.
I don't think so, and neither does our esteemed guest.
Yeah,
Akil Rama.
They
unfortunately,
beat the Bucks last year, and they're a better team now.
And the Bucks are a better team as well, and they have one better player, who is Giannis.
Fine, that's wrong. Are the Bucks better than they were last year? No,
I would think so. Yes.
they were the 1 seed last year.
True, but also the Nets weren't around last year, and the 76ers have also just got better.
Fine, I think the Heat will win.
All right. Well.
All right, so it's
I think we end up with the Brooklyn Nets in the finals.
yes. Let's start with Golden State plays Los Angeles. Winner plays the Suns. Who do we think plays in that game?
Warriors win, and they play the Suns.
Yes. Lakers play the Jazz because we're going to say they beat Memphis in the next game. I think the Warriors would rather. I think both these teams would rather play Utah.
Interesting. So they both throw the game. Do you think, or do you think they're just going to play it?
No, they're just going to play it because to play Utah you have to play that other game. Why run that risk? But Utah is a 3 shooting team who like live and die by the 3 more than any team. They've shot the most threes in NBA history over the last 2 seasons. And that never works in a 7-game series. Leighton, can you tell us where that happened before?
See, when the Warriors were playing the
No,
Rockets,
wrong. It was the early 2010s Hawks started playing this style of a lot of threes basketball. with Horford, Teague, that team. Shot a lot of threes.
Let me say this. Yeah, okay, yeah.
For its day, for its time, because that was pre-Steph Curry. And as you said earlier, that team chokes in the playoff because
every year they had 4
because-
and they couldn't make it past like the second round, I think.
But see, people say the Warriors shot a lot of threes, but the Warriors had a balanced offense. Utah lives and dies by the three. And when you play that team 7 times in a row, you will figure out that strategy and you will beat that strategy.
Well, I hope
the
they figured
Lakers,
out the strategy, to be honest.
yes,
They've seen
but-
us play 60.
but over 7 games, that will not consistently happen. Also, the Lakers won the championship. I like LeBron more than Rudy Gobert, their star player. Donovan Mitchell has played 1 game in the last month and a half. His first game back in 2 weeks is going to be this series. I like the Lakers over the Jazz in an 8-1 matchup. 7.
7. I was thinking 6. 7?
Yeah.
Deal?
7. I agree.
That team is the Lakers, by the way, not one of those 4.
Yeah.
Clippers.
Yeah, definitely.
6? 6.
5 or
Luka
6. 5 or 6.
will show up.
Sure.
I'd go 7. Actually, I like this as
Oh,
I like this as the best matchup of the West,
that's gonna be a fun one to watch. Luka.
Yeah.
Kawhi.
especially after Luka's game winner against the Clippers last. That was a fun series last year too.
Yeah. Luka's just built diffy.
Someone say you are built diffy in Game Pigeon. 7-1-2 in his last 10. This guy.
Interesting.
Sheesh.
Interesting. Moving on, the Nuggets versus the Trailblazers.
Oh, this is an easy pick.
Akil, enlighten us then, if this is so easy.
Sorry, what was the
Because
question?
this is so easy.
Oh my
Denver
god.
or Portland.
I'm gonna go with Denver on this one.
I strongly disagree.
Would you care to explain?
Yes, Jamal Murray is injured and has been for the last 2.5 months.
Can Jokic
Denver
carry
has
the-
not been good since Jamal Murray's been injured. Who carried them in the playoffs? Jamal Murray. Even though Jokic is a perennial MVP candidate and will finish first or second in the voting this year with Steph Curry, Portland beat them by 20 the final day of the regular season with all starters playing for both sides. Portland's better. Damian Lillard's better. McCollum, I think, is healthy. I'm not sure. I want Portland.
I mean, the only question I pose for the Nuggets is who's going to be doing their scoring, because last season
Jokic's averaging 27
No,
a
but
game.
realistically, last year we saw what do we see Jamal Murray do in the playoffs?
Everything.
Exactly.
But Jokic can do that as well. I want to take nothing away from Jokic.
Scoring. He carried the load on the scoring. He was dropping like 30, 40 every game.
Akil, who can you tell us who the second scorer on Denver is?
Exactly. A casual fan can't even.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I'd say like Gary Harris or Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, probably. I mean, they don't really have a strong.
Exactly. That's my point. They don't have a second option. I want Portland. I've picked-
Close. Jokic is going to put up a fight. 6 or 7.
I've picked 6 over 3 in both. I'm just gonna say.
Interesting.
So, 'cause I like-
See about that.
I think Phoenix. I think Phoenix beats Golden State. Curry cannot go off for 7 straight games, 4 straight
Curry
games.
can. No, he's not going to go off for 7 straight games. If he goes off, he only needs to do it for 4 or 5 games max. If Curry,
You think he's gonna go off 4 out of 7 against Booker and Paul
Oh, Chris Paul actually.
and DeAndre Ayton?
I don't
He's
care
been
about DeAndre Ayton.
surprisingly good
Chris
this
Paul
season.
on the defensive end does scare me though.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best defensive guards we've seen in the past
Starting Curry too.
30
Yeah.
years since Gary Payton, basically. And
Let me pull something up real quick. Warriors versus Suns this season.
how did that go?
They played on May 11th.
Ooh, last week.
Curry dropped 21 and 37. So, I mean, that's not very good for his
21 and 37? What?
21 points in 37 minutes, just to prove
Oh,
that he
okay,
played the whole game. The Suns have won. The Warriors actually won. That's when they beat the Jazz and Suns consecutively.
That is interesting, though.
But
Curry only
still,
dropped 21.
yeah, Wiggins was the hero, I think. Yeah, Wiggins
but
dropped
can you-
38.
But the thing is, can you count on Wiggins to be the
You
Heat
cannot.
as a
Chris
Timberwolves
Paul's
fan, tell
shown
us.
he can shut down Curry. I think. Let's look at this other game. Warriors. Curry didn't play in that one. And Curry dropped 27. So 21 and 27.
But when he's averaging 32, you know.
Yeah, that's well done by Chris Paul. The Suns have a 2 seed. Monte Williams is probably my favorite coach in the NBA behind Eric Spoelstra.
I'd say Phoenix in 6.
Yeah, 5.
A bunch of really
6.
close
Give him
matches.
2. Give him 2. Give him 2. Give him 2.
Okay.
Let's start Clippers Lakers in the Battle of LA that everyone's wanted to see all year.
Clippers Lakers, a repeat from last year, except a bunch of role players from the Clippers have left. A bunch of new role players for the Lakers and LeBron.
Wait, they played each other last year?
I swear they did.
No.
No?
The Clippers lost to the Nuggets in 7 games in the
Oh,
biggest
yeah,
choke we've
that's
ever
right.
seen.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Everyone wanted to see it last year and it didn't happen. But I think it happens this year, no? Yes, we already went over
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I like the Clippies.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like, I don't know, LeBron, I feel like it's gotten a lot worse. He's been injured for a lot this season, right?
This is the first time ever he said he's not at 100%.
He said he's on at 100%, and he said he'll never be at 100%, which was a really interesting statement, to be honest. But we can
But I
talk
mean,
about it.
ankle injury this deep in his career, it's hard to come back from. He's not wrong.
It's true. But also, you know, you just got to have confidence.
Yeah. I like the Clippies.
Yeah. Akil?
Yeah, I agree with Kieran.
Are you on your
Insightful.
phone?
Insightful from
He's
Mr.
turned on
Ramahan.
his phone. You're kidding me right now. Jesus Christ. Our esteemed guest is using his cellular device during a recording.
This is just disgusting. This is going to go down as one of the worst TV interviews of all time, some could say.
Is this going
Definitely the worst one with 0 views. Moving on, Phoenix versus Portland.
Wait, no. Is this going on TV?
Yes. It's
Yippers.
live.
No way.
You
Okay.
see a little recording
Portland.
red thing that's flashing? That means live. Portland could honestly give him a run,
I definitely think so, but I think
but not in
Phoenix will come out of it.
7.
I'd say Phoenix are going to come out of it
In 7.
and then the
Ooh,
Clippers.
no, I want the Clippers in like 6 in the last one. I didn't see you put that in.
I think so.
Yeah.
And then I think the Clippers just sweep them up.
Yeah. 5. 6.
What's wrong with this kid, man?
Or 5 or 6, your choice.
Akio, your choice. 5 or 6.
I'm gonna go with 6.
Ah, they contradict her, as always. Okay. In the finals, Clippers versus Nets. Durant versus Kawhi.
Okay.
Harden versus George. Irving
versus.
Landry
Exactly.
Shamet.
Wait. You said Landry Shamet?
Yeah.
He's on the Nets.
Oh my god. Listen, yeah, I've like a problem with remembering who's been traded, okay?
Yeah.
Oh,
This is. Okay. I think
this is a clap for them.
if the Nets get this far, they'll make it. But I also have the Nets on upset alert for the entirety of the
True.
like
They
because
don't really have a great reputation for it. Kyrie Irving.
they haven't played together, which is worrying.
I mean, Kyrie Irving without LeBron has not done much.
They have but
Harden never done much in his career.
if Brooklyn gets there, they'll win. But Brooklyn might not get there.
Yeah.
Bucks, the Bucks.
I would agree with
If the Bucks get past the Heat, which they won't, they might beat Brooklyn.
And I think that if it gets to this, I think it's going to be a big 7 game though.
I disagree because if the Nets have played together for at this point a month and a half straight, and everything works how we think it's going to work with 3 of the top 10 players in the NBA, they're going to obliterate them. Like this is going to be like rivaling the Curry, Clay, Durant years.
True. That is
Because
a good.
like Irving is better than
I mean, they're a real like
Hey,
4.
in a top like 3 situation.
I mean, they've got just in
That too.
basically insane players.
Griffin, I forgot about Griffin. I like him as a role player on that team.
DeAndre Jordan's still
I
there.
like Brooklyn in 5 if they get to this point. Maybe 6. Maybe 6.
5, 6. I'd say 6. I'd say 6 if it's one of them.
So this is our bracket. I don't love it. We will obviously be doing a lot more updates next week when we see, especially how the plan works out. So we'll probably revisit this next week. But let's move on to a tier list. This is after the 2021 NBA season has wrapped up. We will be ranking the top 50 players in order with the classic categories: Daddy at number 1, Son at number 2, Nephew at number 3. Then we have the 16 through 20, and then You Suck. This is the top 25 players in the NBA last season. Let's start with.
This is not. By the way,
Curry.
this is not. This is a disclaimer. This is not our list. We have not put together this list of the top 25 players.
We are ranking
Some of
their
these
top.
players
yeah.
might not be in the top 25. Just saying.
It's 5 per each, right? It's a 20. It's
Yes, we're gonna go
25.
20, 20 on each? 5 on each, yeah.
5 on each. 25. I think.
Curry.
Let's start with Steph Curry. He's okay. Again,
Curry is
we
definitely.
will rank them at the end.
Sure.
We will like.
Curry is definitely a daddy.
yeah.
100%.
Looking at the rest of this list, we can put him in Nephew.
Chris Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's in the whole league. There's a lot of strong players right now. Brandon Ingram, I'd say 16 through 20, or You Suck.
Or You Suck. Yeah.
Although there's some real meme players. on
Yeah.
there.
There's some memes on this list.
Julius Randle would be in. I think he's in You Suck. I don't think he's as good as.
You're joking, right?
I don't think he's as good as Brandon Ingram.
He's been better than Chris Paul.
You're kidding me. But
Wait, you're joking, right?
Okay, hold on.
You've seen Julius Randle's stat line.
We're gonna pull up the stats.
He was in the MVP conversation.
I'm with Kieran on this one. That's ridiculous, Layton.
Okay, we're gonna pull the stats out.
He's averaging 24, 10, and 6.
I might be wrong here. I might be.
He's shooting 41% from 3.
Jesus Christ. No.
Oh my God!
You're right. I've been sleeping on Julius Randle apparently.
I was gonna put him in
That efficiency, Jesus.
Son before you said that.
And Son. I mean, I guess so. Looking at that.
I think he's probably been the 10th best player in the NBA this year. He was shooting historic.
That's
He
ridiculous.
was shooting historic from 3-point range in the first half. Jaylen Brown got injured, but he was just as good as Chris Paul when he was playing. Because he got injured, put him in 16 through 20.
Harden is either.
Okay, Harden, Durant, and Irving will be hard to judge because they played so little time.
I'd say
Son,
definitely Denver
Son.
some, though.
I think he again rank him at the end.
AD
16 through 20.
You're kidding? What?
Because it's just this past season. He missed half of it.
I mean, yeah, I guess, but when he's played,
He was better than Jaylen Brown, so he should be above him, right?
no, we're gonna do
No.
ones at the end.
Because everyone who played a complete season on this list was better, did more for their team, and was better than Anthony Davis. I would rather have the new NBA season 72 games. I'd take 72 games of any of these players over 40 from Anthony Davis.
Really, Taco Fall. Interesting.
I forgot Taco Fall was on this list.
Michael
Put
Porter
him in
Jr.
Daddy.
Michael Porter Jr. too. Yeah. Zion.
Zion, yes. I'd rather have 72 from Zion than 40 from AD.
All right. Trae Young.
Nephew, because it's a tough list.
Zion.
Okay. I think this is interesting, right? Because Trae Young has been better than Chris Paul because Trae Young is the first scoring option on his team by so much. Like, who's the Hawks' number 2 scorer? Bogdanovich?
I guess so. Yeah. Probably.
Okay, no, again, we'll just put him at the end. We need 5 in each category. Zion's been nephew.
We're putting a lot of. We're being very top heavy here. We still.
Are we sure this is 25 players? We're going to get 5 in each from this?
I think it might be more, to be honest. I think we might do. Let's see.
Okay. Let's just forget the 5 in each and just purely put them
We
in
have 30. Okay, sure. We have 30, I think.
and just put them where we think they go.
Sure.
Paul George has been nephew.
Nephew. Russell Westbrook.
Top
Nephew.
of son or bottom of dad. Both him and Bradley Beal should be in son.
And Bradley Beal. Donovan Mitchell.
16 through 20 because of injury.
I want to see some You Sucks, though. Jason Tatum.
Nephew, bottom of nephew.
Yeah. Kyrie, probably.
Bottom of nephew.
Yeah.
Again, he was injured too, right? Taco Fall, you suck. Giannis has been daddy. Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
And I think Beal might move up to that. I think he has to be right next to Chris Paul, wherever that is. Below him,
Definitely.
above him. Because Chris Paul is like leading, has been the team leader that we thought Devin
Yeah,
Booker.
but that's not because he's better necessarily. Just because he's been playing for, 4 times as long as Devin Booker has.
True. Rudy 16 through 20.
Yeah. KD up there.
Son
Joel Embiid.
or daddy.
Yeah, I was about to say bottom. I'd put him bottom daddy.
Top of MPJ? Is your mouse on MPJ? He sucked.
Sure, we'll put him in the bottom quickly.
Karl Anthony Towns, bottom of 16 through 20.
No, I'd put him in top of You Suck, compared to these guys.
No, he's better than leave him, please.
Kieran needs something to hold on to.
Please. Leave him there.
Luka.
Timberwolves lost the top 3 pick too. It's disgusting. He's been worse than Russell Westbrook.
I'd just put him mid-sun then, yeah.
We will rank them later, and that's where I think it's going to get interesting.
Okay.
Timmons has been 16 through 20 or nephew.
I'd say
Just throw him there. We'll rank him in a bit. Middleton, you suck. Comparatively.
yeah.
CJ, you suck comparatively. Bam Adebayo is an absolute beast. He's nephew for sure. Or son. Okay.
I was gonna
Seems
put
a bit high, no?
We can put him like mid. We'll figure it out though.
We'll rank him later.
Oh.
Jaws, 16 through 20. Good, not great.
Jokic is daddy for sure.
Jokic is daddy for sure.
That's the MVP right there.
Jimmy's
Butler,
been nephew as well.
Kawhi, son of daddy for
Son.
sure. Yeah.
Son. Jamal Murray, he is bottom of 16 through 20. Injuries have been tough. LeBron's son. Dame.
LeBron's son, Dame.
Dame's son.
Right.
Zach LaVine, you suck. What? Yeah, well played. That's what I was thinking as well. Definitely worse than Taco. Definitely worse than MPJ.
100%. Yeah.
He should just not be on the list at all. What the hell just happened?
I'm charging my computer now because it's dying. Okay.
You've absolutely okay. Good. A what?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Curry, Jokic, Giannis, Embiid. Curry, Jokic, Embiid, Giannis.
Jokic. Yeah, I would agree with that.
No, maybe switch Jokic and
I mean, that is the MVP right there.
Yeah.
MVP. Okay. Yeah. Out of these guys,
Westbrook. Leave at the top. I like that.
sure. Bradley Beal needs to go further up.
Beal needs to be higher. Harden needs to be higher. I think.
I agree with.
I think both Dame and Luka should be above Kawhi. I think Luka should be above Kawhi.
But above Harden, or should Harden also be above Kawhi?
Dame should be above Harden. LeBron should be.
You say Harden above Kawhi, Harden above Luka?
No. Dame
Okay.
above both of them.
These two,
Yeah.
and then we're chilling here.
Maybe switch LeBron and Julius Randle. LeBron's so good.
I mean, he's not. I don't know. I think it's just the bias that he's been so good.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Wanna put
Switch him.
Like if
We-
we were being realistic,
Put Julius Randle above Kawhi. Julius Randle's been slept on this podcast for too long. We had this argument.
you've never brought him up.
Yes,
How am I-
because we had this argument when we did the All-Star draft,
Did we?
and I picked Julius Randle, and we went to his
That's what I
stats then, and we went to his stats now.
Okay, fair enough.
Booker has not been the best player in that team.
No, definitely not.
Trey Young has been.
Trae Young's
Zion has been.
up here. Move you up.
Tatum has been.
Kyrie.
Irving has been.
You,
I like Bam over Jimmy.
You said every single person has been. You said, Devin Booker should not be up there, but Trae Young should be up there. Jimmy Butler should be up there.
Jimmy Butler should not be up there. Bring Jimmy Butler down, way down to the bottom.
Huh? What?
Put Bam one in front of him.
This is your list.
No, move Tatum up ahead of Booker, and I like it.
This is your list.
And in front of Irving.
I'm not sure how. Wait, what? Tatum above?
But Tatum too, because Tatum's played every game of the season.
I'm fine with these top two. I don't like how low Jimmy Butler is, though.
Fine, put him out of Paul George.
Okay. I'm content with this. Fine. Here.
Move Zach LaVine to the top of 1620.
Wait, what? Zach LaVine to the top of 1620.
Yeah, he's been better than all those people, and you know it.
All
It
of
was
these
funny-
guys.
It was funny to make
Wait,
Akil
hold on.
mad, but he's
Hold on.
played every game of the season quite well.
He's definitely not better than every single person in this row.
Fine. He's behind Cat for sure. Oh, stop the Cat, please. But, like, a lot of these guys put, like, AD, Jamal Murray on the bottom because they've played the least amount of
I don't
time.
want to talk about how many games you've played. I want to talk about how good you are at basketball. I don't care.
Like,
about
just
how
as your career, Ben LeBron's won.
No, right now. How good are you right now? Excluding
AD's not great because he's coming off injury.
It's such a frustrating.
Like, today, who would I pick?
So okay, never mind, man. So dumb, man. I don't know. It's so weird when somebody's injured. It's like clear in my head, but every single time somebody talks about it, they're like, "Oh, he's injured right now, so I wouldn't pick him." And he's also coming off injury, so he's not even going to be good. But
No, I'm not saying he's not going to be good, but Zach
no, but
LaVine's been
gonna be
healthy
under
all
of
year.
He's going to be under all of these guys, is what I mean. When really,
No. I just want to rank the healthy players first because that's
But we're not doing a draft right now. We're just saying who's a better player.
no. We're saying who was the better player in 2021.
Okay, but does that include like how many games you've played in 2020?
Yes.
I would not think so, personally. If I was ranking who's better, games barely crosses my mind. Especially if you've been in an actual, if you've been in an actual like massive injury that's taken you out of 60, 70 games.
How many games has AD played?
You said 40. I would think that's
Yeah, that was just an absolutely random guess, man.
Hello? AD 36, yeah.
God, but he already played half the season. He missed half the season. Exactly. That's not good.
I mean, yeah. Okay, we'll move on from this. This isn't really a conversation.
That's a big injury, right? Like half the
why?
season.
Is that my phone?
Okay. Like per like if like per 36 games, who's been the best player? Because that's how many Anthony Davis has played. Like in his
I don't know.
36
Okay,
games.
in my head, it makes sense, but
Okay. In his 36 games, he's been better than everybody on this list.
Yeah,
but we can't,
like
like,
penalized all the way down to 16 through 20 for missing half the games over something he can't even control. I mean, not really
Like, I mean,
know,
yeah.
but like,
he missed half the
He missed
year.
half
He
the
did
season.
not have the impact that everyone ahead of him had.
are we talking about impact? Is that what we're talking about? 'Cause-
I mean, okay,
okay, wait.
like per 30, like In his 36 games, was he the best player in the league? You mean?
It's just weird. It's just weird.
Like, what if Curry dropped 50, 10, or what if Westbrook had a 30, 20, 20 game and then like missed the rest of the year, or he averaged a triple double in 10 games?
No, but it's a 10 game versus a 36 game stretch. I think it's a very different
Half the
sample.
season. Damian Lillard played double the games he did.
I don't know. It's just weird, man.
Russell Westbrook maybe missed like 2 games this year, right? This year's been weird because of the bubble, but I bet he played the least out of everyone on this list. 65. There it is.
No,
7
out of
games.
everybody on this list, yes. Yes. But okay, it's just weird to me. I don't know. But that's not really about like basketball, that conversation. It's more of about how you would consider this list. Okay.
No. We can stop the recording, but I want to. What do you like? I don't.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about it after we finish the tier list fully.
I think we just leave the bottom how it is, and we have this debate later. But the top like 10. Let's just look at our top 10 thoughts. Jokic, Curry, Embiid, Giannis, Harden. What am I saying? Westbrook, Durant, Beal, Doncic.
Dame, Harden. That's your top 10. And I'm kind of content with that, but I don't know. It's
You'd add Kawhi. I'm not opposed to
Kawhi being
that.
out of top 10 is so weird to me, especially at the level he's been playing at. Like LeBron, it's not as weird because he has been playing a lot significantly worse than he should be. But I don't know.
I mean, I would say Kawhi's having a breakout season. He's having a Kawhi-like season, but this league,
Yeah, but Kawhi is always a top
there's just been a lot of stars, I'd say. Like Beal and Westbrook on one team.
Yeah.
Like, who would you take out? Harden? Harden's been ridiculous in the games he's played.
I know.
But
the league is just too good. I think the people in the NBA are just too good right now.
Him and Irving are in the same situation where they've missed a lot of games. Okay, thank you for listening. Akil was on the show. He really didn't contribute much at all, but he was still here.
He did a lot of eating.
Yeah, he was eating his vegetarian whatever. We don't know what that is.
Well, thank you for watching, and we will see you some point in the future.